Welcome to Alpha Theory. Consider this your spoiler warning. I wanted to ask the question if Littlefinger's true motive is revenge. A lot of people see Littlefinger as a strictly power-hungry psychopath that will do anything, regardless of the cost, to get what he wants, the Iron Throne. Now, I don't deny him wanting the Iron Throne, but to me there are primary and secondary motives characters often have. And I view the Iron Throne as a tool that will help him accomplish what I feel is his true goal: revenge. Littlefinger came from a very small house, House Baelish, in the Fingers, and thus this is why he has the nickname Littlefinger. He was fostered and raised with the Tully children and fell in love with Catelyn as a young teenager, but the feelings were not mutual. When he found out that Catelyn was going to marry Ned's brother, Littlefinger decided to challenge Brandon Stark to a duel for Catelyn's hand in marriage. Littlefinger got destroyed in this duel, and was spared when Catelyn begged Brandon Stark to not kill him because he was just a boy. Brandon did spare him, but left him with a memento of the duel, a large gash across Littlefinger's chest that almost killed him. Petyr was never taken seriously due to his societal status being from such a small house, and because of that he never had a chance to have what he wanted in life. I feel he internalized these life experiences of denial and set off on a path not for power and to be on the Iron Throne, but rather a path of revenge to destroy the very society that in a sense created him. Does he want the Iron Throne? Yes, but if he ever succeeds in taking it, he dismantles a lot of the very political and social systems Westeros has had for centuries, thus creating a new era where people are valued based on what they are capable of rather than simply their birthright. Revenge is something this guy just never stops talking about. When Varys and Littlefinger are having one of their discussions and Varys asks Littlefinger to picture himself on the Iron Throne, Varys asks if all the lords and ladies simper and bow. Littlefinger responds by saying it's hard to simper and bow without any heads, implying that instead of having all the lords bow to him, they would all be dead. This does not sound like something just strictly power-hungry person would do. When talking to Sansa, Littlefinger says, "You loved your family, avenge them," and "What do we do to those that hurt the ones we love?" Both of these are quotes that have to do with revenge. In a way, I feel he's doing what psychologists call projecting. He is pushing his internalized feelings onto Sansa. When Petyr meets with Tywin about the Tyrells, he says, "Perhaps that treason should be punished one day." Another comment about revenge that shows his train of thought when it comes to revenge. He feels a person should aim to get revenge, but it doesn't have to be right away. Revenge can come days or years later when someone doesn't even expect it. When talking to Loras about Renly's death and Loras mentions revenge, Littlefinger responds by saying, "I always found that to be the purest of motivations." Does Petyr lie? All the time. But the one thing that is always consistent in almost everyone he talks to is revenge. To him, I truly feel he thinks it is one of the purest forms of motivation, and the one that keeps him climbing up the ladder towards the Iron Throne. Let me know what you think about this theory, and if you think it is possible that Littlefinger's true goal is not the Iron Throne, but revenge, a sort of symbolic justice in his own mind. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe if you liked my theory and you would like to see more theory or review videos on Game of Thrones or other shows.